Hey, it's your boy Bobby Beach here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is the Galactic Patrol prisoner. That is absolutely correct. The Galactic Patrol prisoner. Why are we talking about this character? We're talking about him because right now he's the one that we're all paying attention to. It's a big situation. I know that all of us are sitting back and we're looking for Dragon Ball Broly. There are a lot of people out there that don't know what happens in the Broly movie, and you know what? I'm not going to be here and telling you everything that's going to go on because it's just not the type of guy I am. I don't talk about, spoilers. It's just not my thing. But I could definitely talk about the Galactic Patrol prisoner arc. Basically, the situation is this takes place after Broly. So this is after the Tournament of Power and after Broly, and here comes the Galactic Patrol prisoner. Now, spoiler alert, I do apologize. I'm not trying to spoil you, but guess what? Goku and Vegeta are alive. That's not even a big spoiler. It's just me telling you that they're alive. They're in a situation where they're pretty much going to have to be facing this new villain who's escaped. He's powerful, according to what's said. They say he's broken out of this prison that he was placed inside of, that the Galactic Patrol is over. And for those of you that may not be aware of the situation here, it's more like a situation where he's a big deal. He's someone that they're going to have to watch out for. This is a villain that everyone is saying he's a big deal. Now, how is he a big deal? Basically, what's going on is that you see him, he's in this picture, and you got, Goku's in the picture, and then you got Jiren, and you got Broly, and at the top, you got the new guy who's the new villain. So that's how big of a deal it is. A lot of us were thinking that this was just potentially an arc that was just there and then it passes by. But for him to be up there with the pictures of like Jiren and Broly, who are like the biggest challenges they faced recently, then he must be on that level. Now, there's all kind of things we could say about this guy. I really don't know what to say about him too much because we really don't know much about him. We didn't know how he looked at the time, but now we do know how he looked. He's blue. It's true. He's blue. He got two horns in his head. He got a big old beard. He got a humpback and he got rags on. Dude looked like an old dude. So we really don't know exactly who we're dealing with here. Could he be the villain that we're fighting? Could he be the situation that we have to beat? Or could it be a situation where he is not the villain, but it's somebody else who's the villain? We just have to sit back and see about that. When it comes down to it, for him to be there, he must be some sort of power somehow. And I wonder just exactly who he is in this whole situation. Now, basically, the Kai that Buu absorbed, remember back in the day, Buu defeated the Kais of Earth, or of the Earth realm, or in Universe 7's realm. He killed most of them. And then there was one he didn't kill, but absorbed and became like, which was Big Buu. Now, I don't know the dude's name, but that's the one that Buu is like. And he's the one who knows the most about this new villain. Now, for him to know the most about this villain, it must be an ancient villain, meaning this is somebody from a long time ago that they stopped a long time ago. And not only that, he must be powerful, but you got to think to yourself that he must not be too powerful if they could have stopped him, but they couldn't stop Majin Buu. They could have stopped him, though. The whole situation is, when it comes down to it, this guy can't be the only one. Like, what I was thinking is he can't be the only one, but the knowledge of how to stop this new villain. Maybe they just want to know about him. Maybe they just want to know what they're dealing with, or who are they fighting against in terms to stop him somehow. And you got to think to yourself, basically, you got Beerus and you got Whis. And if anybody who should know how to stop somebody, it should be Beerus and Whis, mostly more than anybody. Because at the end of the day, Beerus and Whis are the ones who's been around, pretty much the whole time more than everybody. So with that being said, then Beerus and them should know how to stop this guy. Now, the thing is that basically when you're dealing with this type of guy, and he's ancient and everything like that, and then not only that, he's coming around the time where Goku and them, they've already fought in Jiren. They already fought in Broly. And now here he has to be a bigger deal. Now, for him to be a bigger deal, what kind of deal is he? Like, is he somebody that we've never seen before? Is he somebody who's on a whole other, like a level? Is he a villain? Like, what is he? Like, what's the whole thing about him? We don't know his backstory. But I'm gonna tell you what I'm thinking in regards of what I'm thinking is gonna go on with this guy. And that is, I think that he's a former god of destruction. Now, this is just my theory. I think that he's a former god of destruction. He's the former god of destruction of Universe 7. He's probably the person that Beerus took the title from, that Beerus probably was the one who said, okay, now I'm God of Destruction. And really, it probably was Beerus who had to stop him. So it may be a situation of that. And not only that, it may be where he may be a Kai who was good, but then he went bad. And that's something that, I really wouldn't want to see again. I don't think none of us would, because that's kind of the thing with Zamasu, and it's kind of like his unique thing that he's the Kai that went bad, and then what Zamasu did. But basically, when it comes down to it, dealing with this new guy, I want to say he fits more of a former god of destruction. See, Goku and them are on a level now where they're fighting like beyond the gods. So Ultra Instinct, Mastered Ultra Instinct is beyond the gods. I want to say even Super Saiyan Blue Evolution is beyond the gods. So we're talking about people who's reached power levels that are high. Not only that, basically we're dealing with a Goku who's saying that, look, I want to get back to Ultra Instinct. I want to be able to have that power. I want to be able to be who I need to be for whatever reason. You know, Goku and them, they want to train all the time. They want to get stronger all the time. And when you're talking about people who have power that's beyond their understanding, and then they got it, but then they can't get it back, this is a different scenario. Because usually when Goku and them get a transformation, they can keep it or they can bring it back. But this time they couldn't do it. Now with Super Saiyan God, the first time Goku went Super Saiyan God, he did lost the transformation and then went to, you know, basically Super Saiyan and didn't obtain it again. But obviously it wasn't hard for him to obtain it again because it was a transformation that he had, and not only that, surpassed. So with that being said, this is one of those transformations where it's like, okay, I got it, but I don't know how to go, you know, I don't know how to get it in terms of the situation here with Goku and them. So Goku wants to get Ultra Instinct again. He wants to have that power again. Vegeta hasn't said anything about Super Saiyan evolution, Blue evolution. He hasn't said anything about it, but obviously he must want to obtain that power again too. So they've obtained those powers, but they don't have them to the point they can just boom, you know, transform, and they have them whenever they want them. So now they're in a situation where they have to push themselves to get back to that power. So the whole thing is like, for them to talk about those powers, and then there's this new villain here, that must say that villain is going to be a big deal in terms of fighting and in terms of how he is. So we're going to have to see how that goes. I wonder what type of villain he is. He obviously is a Universe 7 villain for the Galactic Patrol to be able to be looking out for him. But what if it's a situation where he is a villain from many universes, meaning that he's probably didn't even originate in Universe 7 and he's a threat to like multiple universes. It could be a situation where they all have to stop them. And if I have to be honest, who's going to have to stop him? It may be Goku and them, and it may be Universe 11. So you may get that Universe 7, Universe 11, and potentially Universe 6 team up where they have to stop this villain here. So I mean, hey man, it's a big thing. We're going to have to see exactly what's going to happen here in regards to these characters. And not only that, we're going to learn a lot about this backstory of this dude. So it's going to be very cool. But I'm looking very forward to the situation here. But I just want to say to you all, man, hey, this is the situation. And I just want to say, it's your boy, Bobby Beats here. I just want to say much love, much respect. Go right ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Like this video. And check out my other Dragon Ball content. I just want to say much love, much respect. Hold it down. And one. Hey, it's your boy Bobby Beats here. I want to talk about a subject that comes